Welcome to the Bass Coast Shire Council Report, your weekly update on council news and events.
Hi, I'm Lauren Grills.
And I'm Steve Fury.
Welcome to this week's show where we'll be talking about resurfacing of Lovers Walk in Cows, tips and tricks to help you recycle. But first, we had some wild weather last week and Council's depot staff were on hand to help with the cleanup. Steve, can you tell us more?
Sure can, Lauren. Wild weather battered most of the state on Tuesday and Bass Coast was certainly no different. At times we had winds exceeding 100 kilometres an hour in parts of the state and gusts of 122 kilometres were recorded at Wilson's Promontory.
While surfers made the most of the swell, the surf was up at Cows Jetty. It wasn't as much fun for others around the Shire. A roof blew off in Inverloch, a yacht broke from its moorings in Rill before drifting to San Remo, and houses and cars were damaged as trees started to fall.
It's about a 1 in 10 year event surfing at the Cows Jetty, by the way. That's what you should know. This meant for an extremely busy day for our depot team, who attended 45 direct calls about fallen trees and 10 other calls for a range of services like drainage and flooding and broken signs. We also had around 20 additional alerts by staff driving around and picking up debris.
While many of us were sheltering inside, away from the elements, our depot staff are out and about in the wind and the rain, clearing trees and branches from our roads to keep our community moving and safe. On Wednesday, our staff were out mulching and chipping cleared branches and removing more fallen trees and limbs.
Council's depot staff do a fantastic job in these circumstances, but we can't forget the fantastic work of our SES volunteers around the Shire, who are also out in the elements in storm situations like we've had over the last couple of weeks. They give up their time, often in the middle of the night, and voluntarily get out in the wind and the rain to help out members of our community whose homes may have been damaged in the wild weather.
So a big thank you to our SES volunteers. They do an amazing job.
They do. Yay!
Yay! Moving on, we've got some works happening in Cows on Lovers Walk.
That's right, Lauren. Last year, Council installed compacted gravel along 225 metres of the pathway. This year, we'll extend this a further 175 metres, so in the end, we'll have laid new gravel along the entire 400 metre length of the pathway between Erewhon Point to Dunsmore Road.
Works will start over the coming weeks and Council will ensure that some pedestrian access is still available along the pathway whilst these works are underway. For further information on the project, please give Council's Infrastructure Maintenance Department a call on the numbers at the end of the show.
A couple of weeks ago, we gave an update on what's happening with the tender for waste services in Bass Coast, so we thought it was a good chance to have a chat about some tips and tricks about recycling and things you can take to Council's waste facilities to recycle free of charge.
Many of us know that plastic shopping bags and soft plastics can be recycled, but not through putting them in your curbside recycling bin. So where can you take them for recycling?
Well, plastic shopping bags and other soft plastic bags and packaging can be taken back to major supermarkets such as Coles and Woolworths for recycling. As you walk in, they usually have a bin sort of around the front of the store that I always walk past, but it is there. You can pop your plastics in there. But if you can't find it, or if you have a large quantity to recycle, please ask their friendly staff at the service desk and they'll be happy to help you.
If you have other recyclable packaging such as glass bottles, jars, containers, steel cans, solid plastic food containers, paper and cardboard, these can be taken to any of our waste facilities, including the Cows Recycling Bank, free of charge.
All of our waste facilities also accept white goods and large appliances like ovens, stoves, benchtop cookers and washing machines and dishwashers and refrigerators free of charge. Just please make sure you also need to degas your refrigerators before dropping them off.
Scrap metal, steel poles, rods, barbed wire, iron sheets, barbecues and hot water systems are all recyclable at any of our waste facilities, as well as frying pans and cooking pots, and they must have any of the plastic elements removed first.
There's a whole range of other things that are accepted free of charge at Council's waste facilities like car and household batteries, empty paint tins, garden and garage equipment such as lawnmowers and metal tools, car parts, small appliances, as well as large electronics like TVs, computers and printers.
If you want more information about what you can take to Council's waste facilities for free, check out our website at basscoast.vic.gov.au/waste or contact our waste services team on the numbers at the end of the show. Or if you're heading to one of our facilities, have a chat to one of our attendants who will be happy to answer any of your questions about waste disposal and recycling.
And that's all we've got time for this week. As always, if you have any questions or need more information about anything we've mentioned, please give us a call on 1300 B Coast. That's 1300 226 278 or 035671 2211. You can also keep up to date with us on Facebook at facebook.com/Bass Coast Shire or follow us on Twitter at Bass Coast, and we'll catch you next week for more council news.
The Bass Coast Shire Council Report is broadcast on Tuesday mornings at 9:30, Thursday afternoons at 4:30 and on Saturday mornings at 10 on your community station 3MFM. Audio and transcript is also available from our website basscoast.vic.gov.au.